Okay, Kate here with Kate's Paper Creations, and this is another April Paper Pumpkin 2020 alternative video that I'm going to be doing and share with you today. This is not original to me. I cased this from a gal with a page called The Slow Crafter. She's from Canada, and if you typed in The Slow Crafter on YouTube, you would be able to find her videos, and her video specifically for this particular card. Mine's just minorly different, so I'm going to show you how I did it, and you can also check her out as well, but I like to give credit. Okay, we're going to make a 3.5 by 5 note card. I've gotten really hooked on this size of note card. They still are totally mailable with a regular postage stamp, and Stampin' Up! Sells the cards with envelopes, so it makes it really convenient. You don't have to cut your cardstock down or anything, and it makes it a nice to have. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with doing the butterflies, and I am using crushed curry, soft seafoam, and melon mambo, which are 3 of the colors that go with this particular kit. And in your kit are the butterflies. And if you save the negative of this, you could use this, put some Post-it notes around it, and use that as a stencil. But because I do have a Silhouette Cameo and I am able to scan these shapes into there and create cut files for them, I have created my own stencil, and I put it right in the middle because then I don't have to worry about getting ink off the edges. So that's something I do, and I also make these for those who subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me. I make these and share them with them whenever I have one. So I am going to use my daubers to put the ink on, and I wanted to share with you that this is how I store my daubers. I created this little cover for the front, and these are the 4 main color groups. I have a second one that has the in colors in it, but this is the 4 main color groups, and I have a dauber for each color, and I have what do you call it? One of these things up here that tells me which ones are which. So I have pulled the ones that I needed. And I just wanted to share that with you. I just got this at Walmart. It's a fishing lure, fishing gear thing. And it was only $3 or $4 at Walmart, and it works perfect for storing my sponge daubers. And I always have one in the color I need. I don't have to try and clean them or whatever. So then I'm going to use those daubers. And so I'm just going to and you can make them as light or as dark as you'd like. Don't worry about where the tree is going to end up, because some of them will get covered up a little bit and some won't. And that's okay, because they're just flying around. That's enough of those. Let's do some of the mint macaroon. No, this is soft seafoam. And I'll have to admit that I got a little bit of color on there I didn't want, but you know what? That's okay. And then we'll do, get that, then we'll do some yellow ones. Oh, let's see. This is the crushed curry. And it won't look exactly the same because it's going to be a little bit different for every card I make, but that's okay too. Oops, got a little sticky on my paper there. That little butterfly is trying to escape. Okay, so there's those. Now I am going to use my Zig 2-way glue pen, and I'm going to put glue on the tree limbs. I usually try and remember to put some scrap paper behind me when I do this, because there's no way when you're using it that you're going to keep the glue totally off of the surface you're using, but I forgot to do that, so we will just make it work. And then I'm going to glue the tree on over the top of my butterflies. And then at the bottom, I used one of these tags from the kit. And the color is just that beautiful crushed curry color. And I'm using this A Little Note stamp set that came from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. And I will just put this towards one end because I'm going to cut it down. And we will get my scissors and we'll cut it so it looks centered right about like that. That will work. And then I'm going to attach this with dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? Found my minis. Oh, there's my full ones. And we'll put a couple of dimensionals on that. Super, super simple card. And like I say, you can do it with your kit. Just save your things. There's that. Then in my stash in my drawer, I'm not sure where this thread came from, but it's a beautiful crushed curry yellow, and it's got a gold thread in it. And I'm going to use that to make a bow. And I'm going to double it. And to try and make a tiny bow, I do not try. It just is frustrating. So I always just cut me lots of length. I'd rather use a little extra thread and make it easy to make than to make it difficult. So I just make 2 loops, and then I wrap that loop around and through. Yep, let's try it again. And you get to see how I fumble with making bows too sometimes, just like all of you might do. Get a hold of those pieces, and voila, I made it, I won. All I gotta do is clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna shrink some of those down. And get it so they untwist. If you kind of hold your fingers over that center portion when you're pulling your bows down tighter, it helps eliminate some of the twist that can sometimes happen. So yeah, you get to watch me fumble through my bow making. But that's about right. And I'll cut off the extra because I don't need that. And then I'm just going to stick that on with a little sticky tab here. These also come in the kit. And I'm going to stick that right on the corner like that because it just matched so perfect. And there is the card. Super, super simple, and yeah, really quite lovely. I like it. So I hope you've enjoyed it too, and I hope you'll give the Slow Crafter a view as well. Thanks for stopping by.